My fiancée and the other bridesmaids flashed their breasts at her best friend's groom at a pre-wedding photo shoot. She never told me, and I only saw it because a friend warned me. My fiancée is 30 and I am 31. We live together and have been a couple for the past 3 years. We got engaged over the summer with the aim of getting married late next year. The first thing to know about me is I'm a private person who sets clear boundaries when I got into a relationship. I don't tolerate cheating of any sort and will cut someone off immediately for it. This situation seems a bit more complex than that, so I thought I'd seek some advice. My fiancée is part of a wedding party for her best friend, and they did some sort of pre-wedding photo shoot last weekend. I'll try my best to explain the photo in question. On one side, the 5 bridesmaids are lined up with their back to the camera, and on the other side, the groom is standing facing them on an angle. The bridesmaids have their tops pulled up in a flashing pose, and he has a shocked look on his face. Despite this photo being taken last weekend, I wasn't aware of it until it was posted on Facebook a few days ago. I don't use Facebook much, and it took a friend actually tagging me in the comments to see it. When I spoke to my fiancée later that day, I asked how the photo was taken. She played it off as nothing. I genuinely thought there was Photoshop used, or the girls were using some nude-colored tube top or something. Turns out no, they actually all flashed their breasts at the groom. When I get angry, I tend to go quiet, and it actually took me about 15 minutes to process what had happened, during which time she went from, haha, it's funny right, to it's not that big of a deal to, are you serious? You're mad? When she realized that wasn't working, she switched to, I didn't want to do it really, but the other girls were all doing it and it would have been weird. Then she added that she'd had a few drinks and the bride asked her to do it with the others as a favor. Here's the deal, the other girls aren't in serious relationships except for one, and I don't know her or her partner, so I have no idea their boundaries. I only know mine, and I feel like mine was crossed. Listen, I can be hard-headed about things and stubborn, but I'm not wrong here, right? Like this is F up? I can't imagine any of my female friends doing this or my sisters. To make it worse, she didn't even tell me. If she came home that night and at least gave me a heads up, I could have prepared myself somewhat. But to be blindsided on Facebook and it taking one of my friends tagging me is ridiculous. Of course, according to her, she didn't because she didn't think it was that big of a deal. She was planning on spending this weekend with her parents, so she's there right now, which will give us some space. I'm really not happy about this, and her response hasn't made it better. She's told her friends about my reaction. So today I received a bunch of texts ranging from them calling me stupid to trying to talk sense into me. But remember the one other serious couple? I received a Facebook message from the guy who told me he broke up with his girlfriend over it. He was also tagged in the comments, which apparently meant his whole family on Facebook saw it too, and they were furious. My fiancée found out about this, and I can tell she's in hysterics because she thinks I'm going to do the same. Now she's been trying to call me all night and has said she's coming home early tomorrow morning to talk. If you had have told me something like this was going to happen, I'd never have believed you. She's the last person I would expect this from. Our 3 years together have been really great, and I'm honestly feeling a bit shell-shocked here. Part of me wants to move past this, but the other part is disgusted by it, and I feel disrespected. I would never have disrespected her like this. Also, and I'm rambling at this point because it's late, but it's not even a clever photo. Like, to me, it's dumb and trashy. The fact that she agreed to take part in it seriously makes me question her character. Like, what else could she be coerced into? Whatever. Is this a stupid mistake we can get past, or a massive red flag I should be heeding before marriage? Best comments. My boyfriend told me that cheating is anything you wouldn't feel comfortable doing if I was in the room. And I honestly feel if you had been there, she wouldn't have done it because she'd have known it was wrong. She is downplaying because deep down she knows it's wrong. She needs to have a sincere apology before taking you back. This is an outstanding definition, and one I shall now recycle endlessly. That's one weird-ass photo shoot. This was my exact thought. Like, who wants to get old and show their grandkids, hey, look when grandpa got flashed by all my friends at our wedding? Not to mention, as a wife, I can't imagine thinking to myself, you know what would make a great picture and memory? My future husband seeing all of my closest friends' boobs. So weird. To me, the more important issue isn't the flashing itself. I personally just find it tacky and trashy, especially when posting it publicly on Facebook. But to each their own, I guess. To me, the bigger problem is her reaction, and I think it said enough about her. She not only completely ignored your feelings, but also reverted it on you. Then she blamed peer pressure, and then she blamed alcohol. She told her friends about your argument, not only painting you in a bad light, but also talking about a private fight to friends when it's not their business. And finally, only started to apologize when she saw that the only other serious couple broke up because of it. At the end of the day, whether you can get past it or not is your choice and yours only. Not hers and not her friend's choice either.